Hey guys, so like you saw in last video, I had to split these two videos into two, and it kind of worked out because it's kind of two separate types of content, or we're working on two separate completely different things. But the way the intro, I didn't shoot an intro because I kind of just figured I'll put it all in one video, but it turned out to be a lot went down. So here goes part two. Stay tuned and see you guys from the first update.
Welcome back, guys. Day two. Working on with Brian again. Oh man, you excited, Brian?
I am.
Just use one of the picks. So today we've got a lot of things handled and taken care of, which means we're very, very close to the first start of this. So right now what we're gonna do, put fluids in, engine oil, transmission fluid, and coolant. We're gonna get that going and installed. Brian's gonna mount the ECU so we have something to plug into for the engine to work. And then after that, I'm gonna connect the last little bit of wires that needs to to start the car. Turn on the ECU so I can do the basic programming, the basic mapping for the engine, and then attempt the first start. So we'll see if that's today. We do have a few things to do, but it's not that long of a list, so we may get to it. But Brian does have to leave to go to work at some point, so I can't hijack him for all night.
Work. Wow.
Yeah. Hey man, all you gotta do is sit and watch YouTube anyways.
I got generators to do tonight.
Ah, so maybe he'll do some work at work tonight. All right, stay tuned, guys. Welcome back, guys. So, well, on the previous video, Brian said everything will leak. I said I promise nothing will leak. I probably owe Brian $50 or something because let's see. Here goes the coolant leaking. We have to remake the lower radiator hose. It's just what we were doing, just didn't work out. It was just pissing water left and right. All right. Now this, beyond my control, I could not even expect it. My transmission pan is pissing transmission fluid. I mean, I only put 8 quarts of fluid in there, so awesome sauce. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to drain this as well. And yeah, not too happy about that as well. But the oil isn't leaking. I mean, little victories. So, Brian, what have we learned?
Even the best laid plans of mice and men. What have we learned? Yeah. I don't think it was a new lesson. We haven't learned any new lessons. It's just kind of comes with building. Like I said, I'd be more worried if we put this all together, filled it with fluids, turned it on, and nothing leaked. I'd be far more worried than I am now.
He actually has a point there. But we haven't put fuel in it yet, so that's the one that's kind of scaring me. You went through and tightened all the fuel system already. So now it's my turn. I'm going to go through and tighten all the fuel system as well. But this whole transmission fluid leak, I can get a new pan tomorrow, so I already ordered it. It'll be here tomorrow. Got to change that. Got to get all new transmission fluid. Awesome sauce. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna go to AutoZone and see if we can make a hose work. So, yeah, stay tuned for the next update. This has been fun. All right, welcome back, guys. So here goes the current update. So there's a gentleman in the comment. I'll probably tag his name in this video or shout him out. I don't remember his name, but he asked if the radiator is upside down, and at first we thought it wasn't. reviewing the manual and the way everything lines up. Brian, what's the determination?
The radiator's upside down.
Radiator's upside down. So we get to pull this pack apart again, and we're gonna get this fixed right, and do it the right way, and hopefully, and then figure out how we can run the radiator hoses again. But thank you, sir, for calling us out on that, because we're not perfect, and we appreciate it. So thank you, and you're right, and I will probably tag you and somehow find a way to tag you in the video. So, but thank you, sir, for putting that thought in our mind when shit wasn't working, and good job. And so right now, well, Brian's pulling that apart. I'm waiting on the radiator. I mean the transmission pan. That's to still be here tomorrow, and everything else. So we're gonna probably hold off. I was really hoping the first start would be in this video, but I don't think it's gonna happen just because of the way everything is going, unless we manage to get everything done really, really quickly. I don't know. But stay tuned. I'm not really gonna film this stuff because maybe we can get it done quicker, because filming adds like half the time to it. Like adds double the time. So yeah, we'll get to work and update you guys when we redo this grill and radiator mounting. All right, welcome back, guys. So Brian, this man has gotten so used to pulling this grill apart, he's already flipped the radiator upside down. And again, I'm gonna shout out the guy. I cannot remember his name. I haven't pulled it up yet, but you will be shouted out. Thank you. So the radiator's the right side up now. We've got to figure out a piece to make the lower radiator hose fit the way we would like to make it route, because Factory 5 wants us to route it under to be the lowest point of the car, and I'm not too much of a fan of that. So we're going to do it a different way, but you guys will see. It's still the same day, so I'm still waiting on the transmission plan. But yeah, and we decided on a different way to route the transmission and the oil coolers. You want to talk about that, Brian?
Yeah, so the problem I had it before, everything was coming out the side. It was getting pinched at the closest point between the condenser and the grill. So what we did is we flipped them around, so we have the transmission cooler lines. Once we get them all connected together, we're just going to dive under the intake like every other piece of hosing and tubing we have in this engine does. It'll dive under, then go in and make a cleaner connection back there for that. And then we flip the oil cooler over, so those will just connect right back to where they are and run back to the oil cooler. So that was actually pretty easy. And it looks cleaner.
Yep, and I'm probably gonna get more of that fire shielding, because I want, like, yeah, kind of oxymoronic to cool the transmission fluid and run it back through the hot engine. So we're gonna put some cool insulator on it to kind of keep it cool. But yeah,
Fun times.
fun times. This is definitely not a first start. But it's coming. Keep working. That's what we got to do. So this is a good lesson on building cars, or just life in general. You have a plan and you move forward, but sometimes it just doesn't work out. And how you move forward after something not working out, that's the key. So yeah, that's what we're moving forward. Oh yeah, and I got my horn mounted too. That's my actual lowest point of the car. My nice little horn right there. Right here. Can you see it? Yeah. Thing's pretty loud. Factory 5 comes with 2. Yeah, 1 was pretty fucking loud, so we're gonna stick with 1. All right. We're gonna catch you guys tomorrow, and hopefully I'll have my transmission pan, and I'll be swapping that out and replacing all the fluid again. All right, see you tomorrow. Welcome back, guys. It's the next day. Now, got some new parts. New transmission pan, gasket, more transmission fluid. I don't want to talk about how much money I've spent on transmission fluid. We're not going to talk about that. Brian's back again.
What's going on, folks?
So, I'm gonna be working on swapping this transmission pan. What are you gonna be working on, Brian?
Same thing we do every day, Pinky. Trying to get the radiator to work.
Oh, I hope most of my audience is old enough to catch that reference. I really do, because that's awesome. All right, well, I'm gonna get cranking, and Brian's gonna get cranking. So, catch you guys on the next update, and keep at it. All right, welcome back, guys. So, a little update. We got the reason why the old pan was leaking. The gasket was torn. So, I didn't really show this, but we ended up replacing the gasket because the replacement pan I got was too shallow. So it needed a deep pan. But, as you can see, it's back on, and there's 8 quarts of fluid in here. I know the transmission needs more, but I want to let Brian finish working on the transmission cooler lines before I get over that level, potentially pissing fluid out the top. But yeah, it's holding 8 quarts, and last time it was pissing trans fluid at 8 quarts, so it looks like the fix is done. Brian's sorting out the cooling system. We decided what we were gonna do, just push water in it, and I'll just do the water like clearing stuff that the Evans has if you've had coolant in your system before. So and we found another couple leaks, but we remade the lower radiator hose, which is right here. Brian got disconnected, and this one was holding, but then we found the thermostat housing was actually leaking. So we RTV'd that and got that all set up, waiting for that to cure. And what our bulkhead fittings, right, Brian?
Yeah, the bulkhead fittings were leaking too, but
Yeah, we just had them installed. We actually didn't have them tightened. So, it happens. But yeah, take a look. So instead of my cooler lines coming out the side like previously, Brian decided that he was like, it probably fits better, not more better. English is hard. Fits better going through the top and through the bottom. So right now, he's just lining out and figuring out what's gonna go through the top.
we can fix it later.
And yeah, we're gonna
Run them underneath the fuel lines.
dress them up and clean them up nicely. But yeah, any other thoughts, Brian?
No. I didn't have to pull the grill off today.
I should make a t-shirt. Brian, take the grill off.
It's coming.
That's gonna be awesome. But yeah, that's it for this update. We're gonna keep on cranking. I'm gonna start trying to finish up a lot of the small little wiring things I need to get done, and Brian's gonna work on routing and cooling lines, the air, oil, and trans cooler lines. So stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. So it seems like the further we move forward with the car, the more we have to disassemble it. And this is my drive shaft. It's a lot of transmission fluid right here. So, when this was attached and everything, transmission fluid was leaking out of a hole right under there at the end of the slip yoke. It's called a Welch hole?
Welch hole.
Welch hole. So, in order to fix that, because I guess the 4L60E, it lubricates its own output shaft, which is cool, you know? That's why it has that seal around the end of it. But this slip yoke has a hole at the end. So we had to get creative with some JB Weld in there. When I say creative, I mean very creative. And yeah, I also got the ignition cylinder wired up, so that's gonna be good as soon as we get this back somewhat together again. And more trans fluid tossed back in, because when we pulled out the drive shaft, it literally pissed out like crazy. Yeah. What about you, Brian? How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm doing great. I didn't pull the grill off.
He didn't pull the grill
I
off.
didn't pull it. See, look at that.
Oh, you want to talk about what you did finish, though? Without having to pull the grill off?
Oh yeah, well, we got some. Here, hold on. That's not bright enough. There we go. So after we moved the transmission and the oil coolers around, we got those tied back in. So now they go all the way back and connect to his transmissions. At least the transmission cooler's hooked up.
Nice.
We're short a couple fittings down there for the oil line. But we'll get that one done. We got one connected. We need 2 fittings for the other one. We'll have that connected. And then once my gasket material seals on the thermostat housing, I can connect on my cooling system again and
We can test it
take 3.
for the 3rd time. But the lower radiator hose that we made does work.
It does work. Yep, it was holding water. No water was leaking from that connection. It just found the next one. It's like when we did the brakes.
We just found the weakest connection. There seemed to be a theme here. So, remember when I was talking about, like, it won't leak? Yeah, I lied. It leaks. It leaks a lot. So, this car right here. Yeah. This has been fun. Yeah, we're complaining and everything, but honestly, this hasn't been that bad. This has been a pretty fun experience and learning, and it'll get done. We will get this figured out. But we're gonna have to end the video off here, guys, because as we put fluids together, more systems had to get taken apart. So we ran out of time for this video, but I really do appreciate you guys sticking by and watching the videos. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below. And Brian?
Words of wisdom for no, I don't have any.
No words of wisdom for today?
Yeah, I used it up with the with the one in the beginning.
Yeah, he did kind of use up his words of wisdom.
So hopefully somebody guesses what that's from.
Yep. Hopefully you guys do. I really hope you guys catch the reference. It was amazing. All right. Have a good one. Peace.